Well, after a disappointing Cotton Bowl, Ryan Day had discussed going into the portal to get a quarterback, and he did so, bringing in Kansas State quarterback Walker Howard. But how much of an upgrade is it? Talk about it next. Before we talk about Walker Howard and the Ohio State Buckeyes, hit that like and subscribe button if you guys like what we are doing here at Campus to Canton. We are trying to grow this channel and talk about how college football is the best game in all of the world. But we need your help. We're not supported by CBS, NBC, ESPN, but because of you guys, we've almost reached our goal of 3,000 subs. And when we do, you will make Felix Sharp very, very happy. So let's talk a little bit about Will Howard before we go in and make the comparisons. Listed at 6'4", 235. And look, don't get me wrong. He's had an interesting college career. He came in as a true freshman for Kansas State when Skylar Thompson was injured and set the rookie record or the freshman record for Kansas State in touchdown passes thrown. So he did very well there. Ended up coming back in the next year after they brought in Adrian Martinez, who the transfer portal Buckeye fans know from Nebraska, and actually won the job. Martinez had won the job, but after getting hurt again, it forced Howard to come back in, and he looked like he had vastly improved. He threw for the most yards and the most touchdowns and the second highest ADOT with the second fewest interceptions in the Big 12 over those final 7 games, which then got him the job last year. Now, he did struggle with some injuries, and Avery Johnson took over, and I think that is a big thing we have to talk about, is that Kansas State seemed more willing to commit to Avery Johnson moving forward than Will Howard. But what does Will Howard do? I think he's very clean mechanically, throws the ball very well, knows how to go through his reads. It is one of the things I think he's very good at pocket manipulation as well, maneuvering around the pocket, going through his reads, and distributing the ball, which is a key thing for Ryan Day's offense. We already know Ohio State has some of the best wide receivers in the country, and they're going to continue to get those guys thanks to Brian Hartline. Ryan Day wants that quarterback that can operate within his system and distribute the ball. He can do that. Now, I do also believe Will Howard can challenge all 3 levels of the field, knows when to take a little bit of it off, shows some impressive touch throws. Like, overall, I think he is a good quarterback. The only difference, though, I see between him and Kyle McCord is that Will Howard has a little bit more rushing upside. So we're gonna compare them side by side. Again, last year Will Howard dealt with some injuries, but also so did Kyle McCord. Something I don't think a lot of people talk about. Kyle McCord was very beat up toward the end of the year as well. Last year in Kansas State's offense, Will Howard, against weaker competition for the most part, 60% completion percentage, 2,630 yards, a 23-10 touchdown to interception ratio with a 4.5 big time throw percentage, 9.2 in the ADOT, and took 14 sacks. Again, did have 400 rushing yards, so we'll add that. Now let's talk about Kyle McCord, who's listed a little bit smaller than him weight-wise, 6'3", 215. 64% completion percentage, so already 4 points better. Over 3,169 passing yards, so over 600 yards better. A 24-6 touchdown to interception ratio, also better there. A big time throw percentage of 4.9, also better there. An ADOT of 9.6, okay, also better there. An adjusted completion percentage, 73.6. Will Howard's was 70, so better there. Only took 11 sacks, so again, better there. I don't think this is a massive upgrade for the Buckeyes, guys. I just don't. I hate to put it that way, but I don't. Maybe the only difference will be here again is that Will Howard is a little bit more mobile than Kyle McCord is, so that will bring a different wrinkle to the offense. And Kyle McCord, throughout his high school career, was a little bit more gunslinger than Will Howard was. So maybe the fact that Will Howard can operate very well within his system and will go through the reads and just distribute the ball is a good thing. We saw the Ohio State offense take a step back last year. Some will say that's Kyle McCord. I think it was a mixture of multiple things. They did go to a little bit more even on the run to pass ratio, where the past couple years with Justin Fields, CJ Stroud, understandable, right, Buckeye fans? We're a little bit more pass heavy. This past year was almost a full 50-50 split. I would not be surprised if they do that same thing again in 2024, which again limits the volume passing I think that Will Howard will have. We still have yet to hear if Mecca comes back. I think that'd be a big feather in Ohio State's cap if they can get him to return for one more season. If Travion comes back, I would imagine Travion's going to the NFL. But regardless, Howard's going to have the team around him to possibly propel himself. But I'm just going to be honest. I don't see this as a massive upgrade over Kyle McCord. And I don't know that Will Howard's coming in is going to be announced a starter. I'd imagine it's going to be some kind of spring camp battle with Devin Brown. We'll see who wins it. But all of those fans disappointed with the Cotton Bowl experience and what's next for Ohio State and Ryan Day, I don't think you're going to bed after you watch this video and feeling any better about the future of the Buckeyes, unfortunately, with Will Howard coming in. But let me know if you guys think I'm wrong. Does Will Howard come in and fix things for the Buckeyes and make them a much better team? Let me know in the comments. We can discuss. Have a great night.